Lo prometido es deuda, así que aquí les traigo en qué parte voy. Bueno, a la continuación. En medio del mar. Medio de las aguas solitarias. ¿Por qué trapas el suelo?
Right on time.
Uy.
That feeling, Kafka. It's welling up within me. That feeling. It's...
Well, don't resist. Let the Mara strike you.
¿Cómo así? Se encontraron. Uy. ¿Qué momento? ¿Ah?
You think changing form will help you escape? Escape.
¿Se conoce?
I've told you and that woman many times. I am Dan Heng. I've nothing to do with your past.
Dan Heng. You think another name and face can blot out the sin of your past? You didn't even experience death.
Uy.
I will force this suffering upon you, Dan Heng. You will know the pain of death.
¿Pelea a muerte?
Not on my watch.
¿Ah?
You're not murdering anyone today, fugitive. You're coming with me.
Jing Yuan's lapdog. Did the general not teach you to choose your battles wisely?
Ya.
Hey, move back. Things are about to... Huh? You look so familiar.
Look out!
Who's hiding?
Uy. No. Wow. No.
I have news for you, boy. Behind you is none other than the traitor of the Xianzhou. A criminal forever banished.
¿Qué?
Elder of the Vidyadhara. Imbibitor Lunae.
Wow.
You really thought the Stellaron hunters
Whoa.
were the only ones to infiltrate the Xianzhou?
In that case, I'll bring both of you
Ay.
to justice. I've heard of you, Imbibitor Lunae.
Wow.
First it was the Stellaron hunters, now an exiled criminal has infiltrated the Xianzhou. Sword, heed me.
I've no interest in stoking conflict. I came to ensure the safety of my friends.
Save your excuses for the shackling prison.
Out of the way!
Better, but I'm afraid you won't be seeing your friends. They're caught in their own bitter struggle.
Silence! You're not getting away either!
Is that so? Let's heat things up then. Kafka?
Lady, listen to me. Unleash the Mara.
So it begins.
strength I wish not to use.
What's wrong? Afraid to hurt the boy?
I wonder if the others are okay. Gotta make this quick.
You two just won't give up. I only have one choice.
So familiar. Did you?
You deserve no mercy. Can't delay any longer. I didn't wish to harm anyone, but there's no other way.
This isn't over.
¿Y ahora?
All of you listen to me. Stop. Well, Blady, are you satisfied?
Blady. ¿Sí o no?
What did you do?
I'm just clearing the stage for the grand entrance. Can't have you three misbehaving in front of the Luofu's
¿Qué?
general.
¿Estuvo aquí?
Qingyuan.
General!
Many years have passed since the two of you departed the Xianzhou.
Ambos.
Yet the circumstances of your return appear to be equally
Wow.
unhappy. If you still thought of me as a friend, you should have forewarned me.
¿Eran
Task
amigos?
is complete.
That it is. Thank you for assisting the Xianzhou in this small matter. Take this person away.
Por esta vez
I will
fingiré que no vi
pretend I
nada
didn't
ya.
say anything this time.
General,
Now is not the time.
Mm. ¿Y que ahora se van así
It's been
como
a
si
long
nada?
time, old friend.
Bueno, sí.
I'm not him.
I'm sorry. You cannot leave yet. Your Astral Express friends are waiting for you in Scale Gorge Waterscape.
¿Me va a llevar con ellos?
Shall we go and see them together?
Pues sí. Me respondo sola.
Lunarescent Depths, a realm of singular beauty. Scale Gorge Waterscape is the same as when I last laid eyes on it. And here we stand so different from one another. The flesh of long-life species may be immortal, but the constant of heaven and earth eludes them.
You know the Vidyadhara hatching rebirth cycle, General.
Esta va a ser una pelea entre el pasado y el presente.
The person that once stood here alongside
Lo que fue antes
is no more.
y lo que es ahora.
I am Dan Heng. Whether Dan Feng was hero or villain has nothing to do with me. I bore his punishment, accepted my eternal banishment without complaint. But do not let his shadow cloud your estimation of me, General.
Raising old nets only darkens the water, an exercise in unhappiness. Perhaps it is your visage, the horns on your head, or the unmistakable air of the High Elder that makes the separation nigh impossible for me.
I already told you,
Pobre Ángel.
But to what effect? If words alone were enough to change the heart, this world would be without quarrel. If you wish to rid me of the illusion of Don Feng, you must do
¿Y
something
qué
for
será?
me. Before I can let Don Feng die and revoke your banishment edict, I need him to do me one final favor. I can guarantee you that when it is done, you will no longer walk
Eso es
in
bueno.
anyone's shadow aboard the Luofu.
I may not be capable of the things that Don Feng
Lo
was
olvidado.
capable of.
You must do it, or my promise will count for naught. If you wish to blame someone, blame your previous incarnation. Had he not committed
pasó?
a terrible sin,
Terrible pecado.
had the power of dragon transmutation been passed on intact, I would have no need to compel you. It is as I said. Here we stand so different from one another. Don Feng is no more. Now, there is only Don Heng. But
Pero yo...
I am the general of the Luofu. There are things that I wish I did not have to do, and yet I must.
No es su culpa.
Let us talk of happier tidings. The friends you made on the express are here. Do you wish to see them?
Lo voy a ver. Digo, me voy a... ¿Ah?
You brought them here?
O sea, sí, entonces sí.
Yes. They are waiting in the dragon. I have been keeping careful
Tengo que
watch
investigar
against the
todos.
abominations of abundance, the Stellaron hunters, and the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. But the hunt is far from over. Yet all the while we find ourselves at war with other evil spirits. From this battle onward, the Alliance must fight the Legion to our dying breath.
¿Lo tengo que ver todo? No, paso. No, gracias. No sé por qué me imagino que va a haber un combate.
Your friends are taking the
Lo
fight to the
adiviné.
Legion
Digo,
into
lo
its
supuse.
flank.
We need to help them. Let's go.
Xingyuan, where have you been?
Por ahí.
Forgive my late arrival, Lady Fu. We are indebted to you and your forces. The seat of divine foresight relayed the battle reports to me.
Ya se enteró.
As for Fantilia's plan,
The Ambrosial Arbor. That's her focus. Lord Ravager Fantilia's strategy was to create civil strife, then let it consume the Xianzhou from within. She wanted to use the Arbor to disseminate the power of the Plague's author, and turn the Luofu into a hell of undying abominations.
that is clear. Friends of the Astral Express, I have brought someone with me whom I think you'll be
Lo vamos
eager
a
to
ver.
see.
O sea, ya lo vi, pero...
Is that Don
Todos
Heng?
sorprendidos.
You are Don Heng, right? What's with the horn?
It's a long story, March. It's
Es una
me.
larga historia.
So, you do have secret strength.
Let us save such reminiscence for later, shall we?
Cierto, hay
My
que dejarlo
astral
para más
guess.
adelante.
When you first appeared on the Luofu, your stated aim was the resolution of the Stellaron crisis. I was concerned, nevertheless. It is true that the
Todo
motives
caso
of
que
the
les pasó a los
Stellaron hunters
cazadores.
were not what they appeared.
¿Se fueron?
In order that the Express and the Xianzhou fight side by side, Kafka lured you here and broadened the scope of the crisis. In doing so, she succeeded in making it clear that your sincerity is beyond doubt. The Luofu is in your debt, and I have no right to seek further assistance from you. However, as Lady Fu has explained, the appearance of Fantalia means that the situation is far from under our control. As General of the Luofu, it would be foolish of me not to ask Don Heng and the rest of you for your strength at this critical moment.
No sabía que era un
Even
poco
if the
difícil.
crisis on the Luofu had nothing to do with the Stellaron, I would be willing to help. But I can't speak for the other members
Eso
of
es
my
cierto.
crew.
No, yo digo que hay que ayudar.
Understand, establish, and connect. As the crew of the Express, that's the Trailblaze creed we follow. Still, when the journey gets tough, those words can feel far off. Fear, risk, enemies, and death are the obstacles we face in pursuit of the creed. That's why the nameless who are able to stay the course number
Bueno,
few
igual.
indeed. Whether our destination lies before us or behind us, the decision is ours to make. Here, as on the Express, every vote counts.
Cada voto cuenta. ¿Vamos a votar? ¿O
Don Heng?
extender la mano? Sí, sí.
Thank you, Don Heng.
No te
How
quedes
am I
atrás.
still one of the nameless? I stand here at the mercy of others without true freedom to speak. But as a descendant of the
De
Vidyadhara,
acuerdo.
I will fulfill my duty to the Luofu.
Great! Everyone's just as heroic as when they arrived. So, what's the master plan, General?
¿Cuál es el
There is no
plan?
master plan, only a bet. A bet on the senior Vidyadhara's incomplete exuviation
Esto va a la
track,
suerte.
and on Dong Hong's ability to access the memories of the High Elder.
High Elder?
¿Ah?
When the Rainbow Arbiter severed the Ambrosial Arbor,
Wow.
remnants of the curse of the plague's author lingered. In order to make the stemming of those remnants a possibility, the Luofu invoked the power of the Scions of Permanence. Under the direction of the High Elder, the Vidyadhara guided the waters of the ancient sea to flood the Scale Gorge waterscape delve and contain the arbor to commemorate
que lo
this
hizo Danqui?
magnificent feat and
Ah.
sacrifice.
It looks so much like
Perdónenme
Don
si
Heng.
pronuncio algo raro el
I
nombre.
wonder if... The statue... Is that... Don Heng's brother?
I see why you might
No
think
tiene
so.
hermana.
These events occurred a long time ago. Yet successive generations of High Elders have not differed greatly in their opinions. That is,
Es más infantil. Ya.
until the current generation. The most recent successor did
Se
not
parece, es
inherit the
más
same level
infantil.
of power, and their appearance is that of a child. Do you understand, Don Hong?
No lo culpo.
Since Dong Feng perished, the Luofu Vidyadhara have no longer had an individual capable of performing such feats. But you, who once kept watch over the arbor, should be able to open a way through to that great tree. What happens next is
¿Pero qué pasó? Ay, ese es el poder. Cine. Wow, cómo se ve. Increíble. Nah. Demasiado. Me sorprende.
The annals mention that Scale Gorge waterscape was once the location of Dragon Palace. Small wonder. Look at all these submerged structures.
Las estatuas sumergidas.
I was fortunate enough to be here during the Shuhu upheaval period. I witnessed this place in its prime. An age passed. The palace was left in ruins, and the Vidyadhara used their sacred homeland to imprison the arbor.
Y después en el olvido.
The Luofu and the Xianzhou are greatly indebted to them. Lady Fu.
Here, General.
Remain here. Lead the Cloud Knights in defense of
Presente,
this passage.
General.
General, are you planning to face Vantilia alone?
No está solo.
I wouldn't say so. I'll be counting on a few friends for support.
General, don't cast us aside. We're willing to go with you. Yes, General. We may not be the mightiest force, but it's our duty as
esta
Cloud
batalla es
Knights
muy
to protect the
peligrosa.
Xianzhou. How can we let outworlders face the danger while we stay behind the lines? With your permission, sir, allow me to lead the way.
I understand your sentiments, soldiers.
Ya.
But the adversary ahead of us is not an abomination.
Pero
of
¿por qué son
abundance.
así?
They are a Lord Ravager of the Antimatter Legion. Crossing this line will bring you into the conflict between the Rainbow Arbiter and the Ruin Author. You have a more important duty.
Abominación.
Cloud Knights, attention! After I enter the Ambrosial Arbor, and if the seawater returns to its original state, you must withdraw immediately and seal off the delve once more. The Master Diviner will lead you.
Yes, General.
Bueno, igual es una tarea muy importante.
Lady Fu, if I am unable to
Sí,
return,
general.
I entrust you with the important task of relaying the full account to the other Xianzhou ships.
I trust you will be here to reissue the order in person.
¿Cómo así? No, sí va a
But whatever
regresar.
the outcome, I will do as you command and honor the mission.
Spoken like a true
Yo
general.
también confío. No, y será un largo camino.
These steps are so far apart. I've got to find a way down.
¿Y eso? ¿Y por qué se parece a Ángel?
You've lost your senses. You think this will gain the trust of the
Tan-
Xianzhou natives. Those who are not of our kind.
Ay, ¿cómo se pronuncia?
I understand your misgivings, but my decision is made. That is
Creo que
the
es Don
course I
Juan.
must take.
Bueno, ya no importa.
In that
Gran
case, I
Maestre.
will report you to the preceptors and have you stripped of the name and power of the High Elder.
This must be the first High Elder that accepted the mission to quell the Ambrosial Arbor. According to tradition, from then on, successive High Elders were obliged to return to the Dragon Vista Rain Hall. They would guide the tides of the ancient sea to guard and strengthen the Arbor's seal.
Do you remember now?
Ahora lo recuerdas.
Yes. Reverence to the three talents, the path to the great roots.
Ah, o sea que aún recuerdo algunas
It's the
cosas.
way to the root depths.
Is that some kind of riddle? Reverence to the three talons. What the heck does that mean?
Don't worry about it. Just follow me.
No te preocupes por eso, sígueme.
Oh, what a huge palace.
Eso no es lo importante ahora,
Completely
si quema el sol.
abandoned. That must have been difficult for them. Imagine how upset you'd be if you had to abandon me.
For the Vidyadhara, it must have been a necessary sacrifice. This is one of the places mentioned in the riddle. One of the three talents. If we can break the seal here, we'll be a step closer to the roots of the arbor.
Those seals you mentioned, do you mean these weird-looking stone lanterns?
That's right. From what I recall, we have to touch these stone lanterns in a particular sequence to unlock the seals in this area.
In that case then, I'll leave it to you.
I'll do my best. It worked.
General, did you hear about Miss Tingyun?
I received word from Lady Fu. The depth of Ventilia's infiltration, along with the meticulous planning, makes her extremely difficult to guard against. The Cloud Knights will carry out an investigation, but for now, our most pressing matter is to put a stop to Ventilia's scheme.
Reach the end of the story in your own way. Reach the end of the story in your own way. Keep at it. Keep at it.
This seal was already on the verge of breaking before the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection.
What seems to be the problem, friend? It would appear the seals have you at a loss. Could the murals in our vicinity be related to the seals?
Our reincarnation's
¿Y te
greatest
imaginas?
cost, the wisdom of a past life lost. Yet
Bueno,
through the
yo iba a
teachings of
adivinar
our
cuál era
kind,
cuál.
unto the young again consigned. The mural depicts the Vidyadhara being guided by their elder, a wiser kin after their rebirth.
This mural is pretty interesting. It looks like time hasn't had any effect on it.
This mural must be related to the others here. It tells the story of the Vidyadhara self-reincarnation, from hatching rebirth in the ancient sea, to the return to that same sea as the cycle begins again.
Hey, do you think this could be related to the seals?
Entonces tengo que descifrar cuál es el primero.
Perhaps? Fair enough. It's tough racking your brains all the time. I'm struggling to keep track.
Our reincarnation's greatest
Toca
cost,
seguir
the
investigando.
wisdom of a past life lost. The mural depicts the Vidyadhara. Our people sing the hymn of clouds and dance to water's cherished sounds. And high above the dragon flies, to each is destined different skies. This mural portrays the Vidyadhara young. They acquire knowledge and depart for different places on the Xianzhou, thereby dedicating themselves to serving the Alliance. With the lunar glow adorned, Vidyadhara eggs begin to form, and from the ancient sea rebirth, to walk again on solid earth. This mural describes the Vidyadhara hatching rebirth in the luminescent depths, the beginning of self-reincarnation.
Creo que ya descubrí el primero. El segundo...
And as the day is almost gone, return alone to water's song. Beneath the waves in silver shell,
Creo que es este.
await
Creo.
life that time will tell. The worldly limit of the Vidyadhara is reached after 7 centuries, and they return to the ancient sea and form a shell, awaiting the next hatching rebirth.
No, no era ese. Es este. Y por último, este. Uy.
The reverence to the 3 talons is complete. Now, we must head for the roots of the arbor. The roots of the arbor are still growing.
It's Ventilia. We must hurry.
Is that a dragon?
We've reached the end.
Hemos llegado al
These
final
are
del
the roots
camino.
of the ambrosial arbor, where the vestiges of
Pero no
abundance
le
lie.
respondieron la pregunta.
Reverence to the 3 talents.
Aunque igual lo puede ver.
Path to the great roots. This is it. Under the power of the High Elder, the arbor's roots have formed into the image of a dragon. Now,
Ah, sí, sí la rompieron.
I will
Digo,
break the
sí la
face.
rompieron. No, sí la respondieron. Sí la rompieron. Ay, ay,
Everyone
ay.
is prepared.
Una batalla. Dime que no es tan larga. Porque mis personajes no están muy bien elevados. Y tengo un equipo muy raro. Ok. Tiene que estar este personaje. Por supuesto, no puede faltar. Sí. Nunca más lo solté. ¿Y quién más? Por una cosa de nivel. Wow.
Oh. Has the general of the Luofu chosen to grace me with his
¿Qué es eso?
presence?
Ah,
That witch! She was here waiting for us the whole time. Show yourself, Fantilia!
And the benefactors, too. Oh, patience, patience. Let me make myself
que esté
presentable.
presentable.
Now I see why the
¿Cómo así?
disciples of Sanctus Medicus hold themselves in such high regard. The Arbor's traces really do possess the power of metamorphosis and resurrection.
Fantilia, what is she doing?
¿Qué? Like.
Benefactors, behold this beautiful body. The miracles of abundance live up to the name. Let's see if I can put it to good use. The very power that brought the Xianzhou long life, I will use to bring it destruction.
Vantilia has usurped the power of the Arbor. All of you, focus on destroying the Phantom Flowers. I'll go for the body.
I'm on guard.
So much bark with so little bite. Your attacks are futile. This body was born of the Arbor. You are but ants.
That's some strong wind!
March, careful! On my command. For the Xianzhou!
Try untangling yourselves from this.
The weeds in my garden give me more grief.
Your arrogance betrays you.
I'm asking questions.
Lance at the ready.
Until your scheme ends here. To victory! Time for... Show no mercy. Answers? Answer me.
A scion of permanence. Have you finally remembered your duty of watching over the Arbor?
For the Xianzhou! Time for the master. Show no mercy. To crush us, and met with so little success. I wonder what the other Ravagers would think.
It's almost as if you can't wait to be acquainted with them. I'm afraid you won't have the chance.
Stay put. Time. Show no mercy.
I'm on guard.
SAS per QB. Knowledge, the measure of truth, and falsehood. A foregone conclusion. To victory! Zero waste.
Forgive my indulgence. For my next trick, I shall turn each of you into my Void Rangers. The power of the destruction will eat away at your flesh and transform you into pawns of the great Nanook. Let's start with this arrogant
¿Qué?
Xianzhou.
No. No, 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 no. No. No.
I wonder if the transformation of a Xianzhou general into a Void Ranger would cast the law
No.
into chaos.
Que alguien la detenga.
Destruction works fascinating. What are you?
Don Hong! Do it!
General.
Not bad, General of the Hunt. But all I lost was a body stolen on a whim. And you, how much longer can you last? The destruction of the Xianzhou is nigh.
Be gone, power of destruction. Tell the Legion that the vengeance of the Hunt will fall upon them.
General, are you okay?
I'm still alive.
Sigo con vida. Bueno, sí, eso bueno.
And it would seem the two of us can still coordinate our efforts.
Era parte del trato.
Vantilia, a truly fearsome enemy. If she hadn't attempted to turn me into a pawn of destruction, I'm afraid victory would have been far from certain. Vantilia had established a link between me and herself. Her well-timed strike gravely injured her. Thus, her connection to the Arbor
Se
was severed.
interrumpió.
So it was all part of the plan? When Don Heng stabbed you, I was scared to death.
It takes more than that to destroy an enemy of destruction. Still.
Vantilia won't be stirring up trouble anytime soon. Don't worry about her infecting the Arbor again. It's just that sealing the stellar
Ah,
Arbor is
¿verdad
going
que
to
te le
take some
estelaron?
time.
Leave that to the Master Diviner. I'm afraid I may be somewhat spent.
No, pobrecito.
General, keep those eyes open. Now's not the time to fall asleep.
No me digan que se va a quedar dormido. Sí.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Bueno, como ya terminé una parte, tengo que seguir con la otra. Lastimosamente creo que no la grabé. Creo, no me acuerdo. Pero bueno, me tengo que despedir. Nos vemos en un próximo video. Que no va a ser la continuación de esto porque no lo grabé. Además que la memoria está llena. Nos vemos. Adiós.